taxpayers, you're back with MrTaxes.ca with special guests and our special co-host. Make sure and tune in weekly Wednesday mornings, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 noon Central. Remember to subscribe and remember to smash, bash, and kick it in the you-know-what with that like button if you want more videos like this. And there you have it. We're coming up on Christmas. 4 days till Christmas. Jesse, do you copy?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. We saw you there for a second, but then you disappeared again.
There we go. My screen just froze up there for a second, but it looks like we're all good now.
We got you loud and clear. Anyway, we're on week 50. 2 more webinars until the end of the year, but this is the last one before Christmas. And we got some special treats today for all the little girls and boys out there. Santa Claus.
The ones who are on the nice list anyways, you're going to like this.
Yeah, so we've had a long year, lots of ups and downs, lots of turmoil in the health industry, in the financial industry. Markets are upside down, the world's upside down, but hey, business keeps going. I just saw you having a sip of coffee. People still need to buy coffee. People still need to buy gas. You know, regardless of the price, people are still buying stuff, and it keeps the economy going. We just had that discussion before we went live. We have a referral program with the software that we're using, and we made a decision to use it in-house, and Jesse has a referral code. So I said, Jesse, what's your referral code? Now, what's the purpose of getting that referral code from you, Jesse?
Well, I mean, you could go and sign up for it without that. The difference is that it keeps a little bit of the money in the family, like you said, right before we jumped on. Keeps a little bit of the money in the family. If you're going to buy it anyways, might as well give a kickback to somebody that maybe you know that could benefit from it. It's not like life-changing money or anything, but everything helps basically.
Well, I saw a video on a guy that's he's number 2. This guy must be in his early 20s for that same software. He's the number 1 affiliate for them, and that's all he does. He pushes their software. He does videos, training videos on their software, so he gets a lot of hits, a lot of likes, and then he offers his referral code. He asks for the referral, and he's doing $15K a month in affiliate revenues just for that software program, which is insane. And that's what we're doing here at the Dollar Tax Club. We pay you as an affiliate for referring clients to us, and we talk about the different services that we offer. We offer the full gambit of accounting services, which includes bookkeeping, payroll, and taxes, both corporate and personal. And then on the financial side, Jesse running the insurance east of BC, running Mr. Insurance. And then we have investments and soon mortgages. We can do mortgage referrals right now, but we're not officially licensed to offer mortgage services. So just to make that disclaimer, if we talk about the mortgage industry, we are not licensed yet. So the agenda every week, we're going to keep it light today because we do have a special guest. We'll let the cat out of the bag, and that is Santa Claus. So we do an interview with Santa every year for the past, I can't remember how long, but Santa's been a client of ours forever. We make sure his books are all in order so he can take care of the finances to put toys together all year for all the little girls and boys. And he'll talk about that today. So, stay tuned here. You'll be getting a little bit from Santa. And upcoming events, we're turning our weekly webinar. It is going to be rebranded, but we'll turn this webinar into a podcast. And our goal for next year is to bring on people that are working in the affiliate marketing industry, people that have a side hustle, people that have built successful businesses. So if that's you and you're watching this on the YouTube channel, find the link somewhere in the comment section below. Click on more, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, smash and bash. You know what to do with those buttons. But most importantly, we're looking for guests to come on and fill our calendar for 2023. So if you know somebody, and then all those events will be on our events page on the Mr. Taxes website. So I'm going to move our images over, and you may see us jump around from time to time, but don't let it throw you off. I'm just going to move us over here so we can see all of Jesse's accolades, and I'll just let Jesse, maybe some things that our listeners all year don't know about you, other than the regular stuff that's on the screen.
Yeah. So, if you've been tuning into these webinars for any amount of time, you've pretty much heard all of the different things that I do. But what I don't really talk about on these things is just why I do what I do, why I consistently show up and do what I do. One, I just love to help people bring their ideas to life. I like to help people in, just what's your idea? How can we make this work? What kind of technology do we need to use? What software do we need? How do we integrate it? How do we make it all talk to each other? And how do we take a lot of the workload off of the people and the staff, put it onto the system? And using a lot of automation. And that's a part of what I'm going to be talking about later today. Anyone who was tuning in last week, I kind of mentioned briefly about this new tool that I discovered. And I mentioned that I needed a few days to at least check it out, play with it before I even talked about it, which I've had the chance and the opportunity to do this last week. And I'm really excited to share this with you guys because this is, I didn't even realize the power of this. And then last night I couldn't fall asleep until about 2 a.m. just because I was trying different things and just seeing how far I could kind of push this thing. And I didn't find its limits. So I'm really excited about it.
Here's one. Ask it to set up a fictional confrontation between Siri and Alexa when they find out they're dating the same guy. So just that fictional phone call or text interaction between Siri and Alexa when they find out they're dating the same guy, that would be interesting. I know Jesse's going to work on that right now. If you that was just a joke, Jesse, but if you do find something on that, I know he'll make it work. We'll play that in the new year. That would be interesting. Okay, what about I'm trying to think about something people don't know about me. I had laser eye surgery on Friday. So that was about 5 days ago. And it was pretty painless. I was into the dentist on Monday, downtown Vancouver, and the dentist asked about the eye surgery. Actually, it was the assistant, and he said, how was it? I'm thinking of doing it. I said, well, you could have told me that after you did my teeth, right? But I told him it was a even easier experience than getting my teeth cleaned. It was in and out, about 4 or 5 minute procedure. And if you notice today, I don't have my glasses on and I'm reading the computer fine. Just, have a little bit of a haze for a few days, maybe another couple days, but they say that should disappear. I've been able to read the phone. So your health, I guess, is number one. And some things that people may not know about me is 1996, I broke my neck. And that's why I'm in the industry I'm in today. I was building houses before that. I was a framer, carpenter. When I moved to Vancouver in 95 to pursue a sporting career. Shortly after the Olympic trials in 96, in the fall of 96, I broke my neck. Had to change careers, get a desk job. Took about 6 months recovery. I managed to heal fairly well, about 95% now recovered. Had a few surgeries, had a few discs replaced in my neck. But that's why I'm doing what I'm doing now. I had to find a different job. And, it wasn't that, I picked accounting as a career. It wasn't my first choice, but it was something, no pun intended, that I fell into. And then I realized I didn't even think accounting and tax was, something you could do for a living. I just thought it was something that business owners did. I didn't even know it was an actual profession growing up. So that's it in a nutshell. We're going to keep it light this week. So the joke of the day, taxes. Alicia pulled this receipt off of the internet. So inflation for 2022 is gas costs an arm, groceries cost a leg, homes cost your firstborn, and the total is bullcrap. I think the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. She's starting to catch on to the idea that we can't put our mission statement on our website, which is beep. I believe we should pay our fair share of taxes, but one of the goals we have in 2023 is to bring all our clients through a 7-day program that Jesse and I are working on. That's one of the things Jesse does well, is put together these little packages and programs. We're going to offer it for somewhere between $1 and $7. But the program is going to show you how to live tax-free on the personal side. So if you have a side hustle, if you eventually get incorporated, you're able to pull most of your money out of the corporation tax-free on the personal side. Pay your fair share of corporate taxes. And if we had corporate taxes at a slightly higher rate in Canada, nobody would have to pay personal taxes. And we wouldn't feel like we were enslaved, having to go out. You don't work, you don't eat, bottom line. But we shouldn't have to pay 50% of our lifelong earnings to income taxes. If you have a choice to start a business, go for it. And like we said from the outset, without further ado, here's I'm not exactly sure how long the video is. I'm just going to pull it up here and see if I could figure that out. Either way, I think it's about 10 minutes, but this is our annual interview with Santa. He is in the local area here. We caught him when he was in the Vancouver area. He was gracious enough to give us some of his time after spending a full day at one of the local malls, reading all the little girls and boys. So without further ado, here's Santa Claus Christmas 2022. We'll see you in a few minutes. Here we are coming in on the Polar Express to visit Santa Claus, just entering the North Pole. Ho, 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 ho! Here we are at the edge of the North Pole, 2022. Here to visit Santa Claus for our annual visit. We're going to find out who's on the naughty list, who's on the nice list for 2022. We'll see you in a few minutes. We'll be live with Santa Claus.
Ho, 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 ho! Jumpin' jingle bells. It's Mr. Taxes here to see Santa.
Santa, how are you this year?
I am excellent. Thank you for asking, Mr. Taxes.
And I know you've been busy 2022. Here we are coming up upon Christmas, the biggest day of the year. What does Santa Claus do all year to prepare for Christmas?
We make toys. We have so many elves up there. We've got a huge workshop, and we're just making toys all the time.
So Santa keeps busy all year making toys for all the little girls and boys. What does Santa Claus do to keep his energy up all year?
We just work. And the excitement of making toys is just undescribable until you actually sit down in the workshop at the workbench making toys. Until you've done it, you can't explain it to anyone.
And what toys, Santa, have you been making this year? What's popular on the list? What have you been working on the most?
Oh, we make a lot of Paw Patrol, a lot of Lego, a lot of Frozen, Anna and Elsa and Olaf. We do a lot of Barbies. We the list of toys just goes on and on and on. A lot of dinosaurs.
Have you been making any of the new Ken and Barbie divorce dolls? Because I hear that Barbie comes with half of Ken's stuff.
Yeah, but we don't work on that. That's stuff you pick up at the secondhand store.
The secondhand store. I understand that one. So Santa, working all year, you have to keep your energy up. What can the little girls and boys do Christmas Eve to prepare for Santa Claus coming down the chimney?
The best thing that little boys and girls can do is when mom and dad say, it's time for bed, the best thing they can do is wash their hands and face and brush their teeth, put their pajamas on, and hop into bed. And then Santa needs them to snuggle up and go to sleep. Okay? And that's what Santa asks the little boys and girls to do.
And can they leave anything for Santa open to help nourish Santa through the night?
He really likes the cookies. The cookies and the milk are just wonderful. Santa loves them.
And I have to ask every year, because I am Mr. Taxes and we are in the tax business, who's on the naughty list and who's on the nice list again for 2022?
Oh, the CRA, they're on the nice list kind of because they do their job. Their job is to take as much money away from people as they possibly can. And that's their job, and they're doing their job. Now, who is on the nice list is Mr. Taxes, because Mr. Taxes makes sure that us, the regular people, don't pay too much. Mr. Taxes knows the laws, he knows the rules, so that's what keeps him on the nice list, is the fact that he makes sure that no one pays too much taxes.
I like that, Santa. And do you know what Mr. Taxes would love for Christmas this year?
What would Mr. Taxes like?
Mr. Taxes got his career started at the Greater Vancouver Food Bank, so if you can make your way to the Greater Vancouver website, Greater Vancouver Food Bank website, make a donation so that little girls and boys that aren't as fortunate as little boys and girls in the rest of the world can have some food and make it through Christmas without being hungry.
That would be wonderful. Now, I'm sure, Mr. Taxes, you know that the food banks are able to triple any cash donations. So if you make a $1 cash donation to the food bank, they can turn it into $3. So although non-perishable foods are a great gift for the food bank, we really don't know what the food bank needs. So therefore, if they have the cash, they can purchase what they need to keep their supplies up. And they have such a buying volume that, again, that $1 turns into $3, and it's almost as magic as Santa Claus.
And for everyone who joins our tax club at DOLLARTAXCLUB.ca this year, we're going to triple that amount with a donation to the food bank. So thanks, Santa, again for 2022, spending time with us, spreading the messages of joy and love and prosperity around the world. We're grateful.
Ho, 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 ho. Thank you for taking the time to visit with Santa today. Now, Santa's reindeer, some people are confused and don't know the names of all of Santa's reindeer. So we have Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and Rudolph. And if we do it faster and with some movement, it's Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and Rudolph. Ho, 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 ho.
And there you have it, Santa with the Macarena. I guess Jesse's off getting some cookies and milk. But that's our interview every year with Santa. Santa talked about who's on the naughty list, and he didn't come right out and say it, that Canada Revenue is on the naughty list. I guess Canada Revenue and Santa Claus trying to be diplomatic, put the slide up button. But that is the side hustle for your side hustle, Dollar Tax Club. We talked about that in the video. So for every new member this year, we're coming up on the end of the year. We'll do a total maybe on the last webinar of the year. Talk about the total, and our entire team is going to go down to the food bank, pay a visit, put in an afternoon of volunteering, so you can volunteer at the food bank. And they don't just they don't just give out food, but a lot of people donate toys to the food bank, and they distribute them to the different organizations that distribute toys. So if you are dropping off food, remember, if you have some, toys that your children aren't using, or even, items they're not using as an adult, that could serve as toys for little girls and boys around the world, drop those off at your local food bank, because they will make sure and get them to the right spot as well, so they can be distributed. Where are we here? Just trying to get that. The side hustle for your side hustle. So that's our side hustle, is trying to help the food bank throughout the year, because that's where I got my career started. And there's still a soft spot in my heart every time I see the homeless. It's not just homelessness. It's being able to feed yourself as well. So our side hustle, Jesse, we do have an affiliate program. We talked about lining your pockets with that referral commission from the software that we're going to be using in the new year for our CRM. But what about our side hustle? What's in it for clients? What's in it for affiliates? And what's in it for us here at the Dollar Tax Club? Which one you want to tackle today, Jess?
Well, my favorite one is what's in it for clients, because that's really what matters. Without the clients, we wouldn't have any of this. Without any of it, we wouldn't have any of it. But at the end
without
of the day,
any of it, we wouldn't have any of it.
Exactly. But without the clients,
or like my grandmother used to say, she said, "I'm not having any of that." When we would tell her story, she saw right through us. And just a quick story. My mother and my grandmother, I had 3 brothers growing up and 2 sisters, and we were always in trouble. We didn't have phones back then. We didn't have TVs. We were out getting in trouble around the neighborhood, and we'd come in. She'd know every time something happened. Don't know how she knew, but she said, "I have a little bird, and it sees everything that you guys do." And the first time she told us that, me and my next youngest brother, we ripped apart that house looking for that bird. Trying to, we were looking in cupboards, under the beds, in the garage. We must have spent an hour and a half. And looking back on it, my grandmother and my grandfather must have been laughing their butts off, saying, "Look at them, they're looking for that bird." A little birdie told me, is what she always used to say.
That's funny. We try to do the same thing with the Elf on the Shelf with our kids. Don't always. Anyways, what's in it for clients is the complimentary tax review. This one's really cool because there could be money owed to you from the government that you don't even know about. Well, our job at Mr. Taxes is to help find that money and get it back in your pocket. So that's the number one benefit. That's the first thing that we do with anyone who comes on board. You fill out the quick forms. We do our tax review and just see, what's possibly owing to you, and work on getting that back into your pocket. Now, the next component is everyone should be doing their taxes. Not everyone does, but everyone should be. So why not get a discount on your services? And the very unique way that we have developed the discount program is 40% off of your tax services and tax filing and everything in January. And then that discount drops by 10% every month until April. So it's an early bird incentive, talking about the birds. It's an early bird incentive to get on your taxes and make sure you get into the queue before everybody else. And then another nice component is the fast track on tax documents, just having the ease of being able to check any of your tax documents and have access to them, from any of your mobile devices or computers or wherever you are. Just with a quick click of a button, you can access all of your tax documents because everything gets put into a folder. Not everyone's set up with a CRA account. I know I wasn't for a really long time. So anytime I needed a tax document, number one, I didn't even know how to log into my CRA account. Number two, even if I did, I don't know where to go to find that stuff. I'm not a tax guy. So this is just a really nice, easy way for you to be able to find any tax documents that you have from your history and just have them all in one nice, easy to find place.
I would just make a note there, Jesse, because I just remembered CRA has some great videos, and we play some of them on our web. We've played them on our webinars from time to time this year. I believe it's Mike, the little character in the CRA videos, and Mike shows you how to set up your CRA account. But one of the biggest setbacks with people setting up their CRA account is that it asks you where or a line number off your tax return. If you don't know where they are, or you don't have copies, which is usually a catch-22 scenario, you can reach out to us. We can get access to your account and get those line numbers so that you can apply, and then CRA will send you a code. It takes sometimes, from 5 to 10 days for it to come in the mail. And then if you need help, we'll walk you through the rest of the process. And it's the same as any online account. You need to keep your username and your password safe. Use something, and they do have verification questions that you can enter, up to 5 verification questions. And our recommendations, you set those verification questions when you're logging into your account. You set it so that it asks you a question every time you log in, just in case somebody does, happen onto your username and password. And the complimentary tax review, Jesse, this is for our listeners. This is something that we're working on for the new year. This tax challenge, it's going to be a 7-day tax challenge, and we're going to try and 10x your tax savings over a 7-day period for $1. I'm going to come out and just make an executive decision, Jesse. We'll keep it at $1. We'll do the old Walmart, and we'll do the old $7 with a line through it, and we'll make it $1. One of those ones.
Yeah.
And I just, how did Walmart know they were going to drop the price when they printed all those labels? That's the question I always have going around Walmart.
Well, it must be premeditated, I guess.
It is premeditated. So, Jesse, I'll let you talk about affiliates because that's your wheelhouse.
Yeah, so what's in it for affiliates? Well, the obvious one, kind of like what we were talking about earlier, is referral commissions. Put some money back in your pocket as the referring partner. So that's really cool. We pay out 20% on any tax services, tax filing, bookkeeping, anything that anybody upgrades to, any of your referrals, 20% goes straight to you. And it's all automated payouts, so nobody has to manage anything. Nobody has to worry about it. It'll just land in, once you're all set up properly, it'll just land in your account, basically. Social media and website exposure. So we're going to actually not only help you with giving you all of the links and resources that you need to become a referral partner, but our marketing team, aka Alicia, is also going to work on getting you some content that you can put out on social media to help you get some exposure and get people in the door. This is something that we do for all of our affiliates, custom. We'll put your name, we'll put your information on these posts, and then you can use them for social media just to drive people to be interested in what we're doing. As well as possible, there's a possibility of landing your information on the website, our primary website, where we're getting on average about 10,000 hits per month on there. So that could be some really good exposure for you as well. If you're running any other kind of business, maybe this is a good opportunity for you. And then the last one, obviously, we're going to offer those discounted services to any of our referral partners as well. So definitely jump on board.
And discounts is something that we're going to be able to offer affiliates. So if you're in the tax industry and you want to become an affiliate for insurance, investment, or mortgage services, reach out to Jesse or myself, and we'll get you set up with one of our team to get you on board, get you an affiliate code, get you a QR code, and maybe explain a little bit about how that works, Jesse, with the affiliate program, setting up, for example, the images that Alicia and Matthew do in-house.
Yeah, so we will set up the images. We'll put your information, your name, your photo, your phone number, all of that stuff, as well as a custom QR code. So anyone who's not familiar with QR codes, it's those fancy pictures that look like the old static from an old TV, basically white and black, just lines and dots and stuff everywhere. So what those are individual custom codes that you can scan with your phone or any mobile device, and it'll just direct people straight to that link. So we'll attach your affiliate link to these QR codes, and then that way these viewers not only have the link on your social media post, but they also have the QR code that they can easily scan and just land on your affiliate link. Super simple.
And the side hustle for the side hustle angle with us is, if you're listening in and you're in affiliate marketing program, network marketing, multi-level, you have a side business you're running, whatever it is online, you're running an agency. We don't want you to come on board with us full time to become an affiliate. An affiliate is a side hustle. And if you're already doing it, we're just a complement to what you're already doing for your downline. If you understand what a downline is, this is all of your team members. One of the biggest attrition or attributes to attrition in the affiliate marketing industry is when it comes tax time, your downline does not know how to file a self-employed tax return. And that's where we can come in and help, help keep your team intact all year round, keep them tax compliant, get them a few discounts because it does cost a little more to file your business return, but the business return will save you 30 to 40% more in taxes, just normal filing. And we have some ways to squeeze some more juice out of the orange, so to speak, with self-employed taxes. That's what we specialize in. And that's our ultimate goal, is trying to help people stay compliant, keep you in business, because if you're in business, we're in business. What do we got last, Jess? What's in it for us? So I just talked about number one there. But helping clients minimize their tax, this is the big challenge that we're going to launch in January, is the 7-day challenge, how to 10x your tax savings. It's a simple 7-day program that you're going to go through. It'll be an hour video and questionnaire, total 1 hour time, probably it's about a half hour video with a few Q&A. A little report that you're going to fill out each day. You're going to have a little assignment each day to do. One of the first assignments is going to be setting up your Canada Revenue account. Everybody should have that. And that's something we'll help you with over the 7-day period. And we're only going to allow so many registrations per week, just so that we're able to spend, the right amount of time with each person coming on board for the challenge. If we have too many on, we're not going to be able to fulfill, all of the requests coming in. But our goal is also to bring on some more people. So if you're a tax preparer and you're looking to come on board for a team that can help grow your business, with an influx of clients, then reach out to us as well. And of course, exposure to our brands. If you're an affiliate with us and you're spreading the gospel, sharing is caring, sharing our images, etc., it builds our brand, and we're all trying to grow our business. But what we're trying to do is trying to give first. We're trying to give tax savings out, especially at this time of year. I still remember one of the biggest tax refunds we found. It was about 8 years ago. It was a couple days before, it was more than 8 years ago now. It was when the old ferry used to go across Maple Ridge. Because I remember this client lived on the Maple Ridge side. He came over on the ferry to pick up the refund check that was delivered to our office, $91,000. And he was a friend/client, and friends and family are the last ones to ever, come to you for your business or service, because they don't want you to know how much they're making, or they lie about how much they make, and they're either making not half as much as what they're saying, or 10 times more. Well, this guy was making 10 times more, paying himself a big corporate income, but paying himself in salary instead of dividends and other strategies we have to get taxes out. And all of his partners were doing the same thing in the business. But it took about 8 months. I refiled everything. The check came into our office. I still remember it was a couple days before Christmas, and he made it. He was the last. He got on the last ferry to go come over, but he missed the ferry going back to Maple Ridge, so he had to drive all the way around. But he was happy. The drive didn't seem as long, I guess, with that check in hand.
I can imagine. I would drive across the country for that amount of money.
Yeah. So affiliate hacks, we usually have, when we don't have a guest, you get to double down here and get a little bit of extra time from Jesse and myself. But I think what we're going to do here, because we're closing up on Christmas, is I talked to Jesse beforehand. We're going to come up with, one software hack or one software recommendation, and also maybe your top affiliate hack for Christmas.
Well, I'm going to give you both of those in one right now.
The bonus.
I've been waiting patiently ever since the beginning of this webinar to share this with you, because you had mentioned that we were going to save this for the new year, but I don't think I can. So I'm going to just share it right now. Can you see my screen? Yeah. Chat GPT. So Chat GPT. This is what I've been talking about since last week. So as you can see down here at the bottom, I wrote out what you told me to write out. Write me a fictional conversation between Siri and Alexa when they find out they're dating the same guy. And all you do is click this and then watch the magic. Oh, there's a network error. Too many people have been doing this, but I did it earlier, and this is what it came up with. Here's your fictional conversation between Siri and Alexa when they find out they've been dating the same guy.
Oh, and these videos or these webinars are pre-recorded for quality and control purposes, so you'll be able to catch this on the replay if you can't catch it all on the screen.
Yeah. This is really cool because
Alexa, are you serious? That's so disrespectful.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I mean, you can be entertained by this, but you also, from a business perspective, coming back to business, for example, you can use this for all sorts of different things. So yesterday, I got it to write me a script for a motivational video. And this is what it came up with. I got it to write me a blog post to sell a digital marketing course. This is what it came up with. There's also... So
question, Jesse, is there a free version? Is there a paid version? Is there a pro version? What is the breakdown on the software?
Rob, that's the best part about this whole thing is they do not even have a paid version. It is currently free to the public.
And who is behind this? GPT.
It's a company called OpenAI. They are an artificial intelligence bot company, I guess. Their first major project was getting, maybe you guys have seen it in your newsfeed or whatever, but the first one was getting AI pictures done. So you could tell it to paint you a picture of, whatever you want. One of the ads I seen for it was paint me a picture of the last selfie taken on Earth before, the Earth came to an end. And it was a picture of some guy with half his face gone, and he was taking a picture of himself with his phone. But that's kind of where they started, was with this photo thing. And then this one was just... I
got a good photo. Picture of Alexa smacking Siri when she finds out they're dating the same guy.
I've got my Alexa right here, right below my computer, and it keeps lighting up every time we say Alexa.
Alexa, Alexa, Alexa.
But yeah, no, it's really cool because now...
Who's Alexa? This is Siri.
The game is changed. The game is changing. Blog posts, emails, ads, everything that you need to write, you can just, have this service, if you want it, write it for you. There's a bunch of opportunity that's going to come from something like this. There's also a scary side, obviously, with with this kind of technology that, you know, people are going to use it for evil, I'm sure. But at the end of the day, I think it's really cool. It's probably going to replace a lot of people's jobs, this AI technology. However, it also opens up a lot of opportunity. So I don't know. It's one of those like catch-22 things. But yeah, really nervous.
It is pretty amazing. So we'll make sure and get that link to, is it a software you download or is it SaaS, software as a service?
It is just a website you go to, you create a free account, and then you can use it. I'm sure it won't be free forever. I'm sure
of course not.
Probably just doing a test run with it. But
GPT AI, make this free forever, please. Yeah.
I'm going to post the link in the chat here for everybody. There you go.
So our affiliate hack this week is accounting related. We are one of QuickBooks top advisor firms in Canada. So we're a QuickBooks Pro Elite advisor. I don't even know what level we're at. I don't keep track of those things. I just go into the office and work. But they've offered us an insane offer on QuickBooks subscriptions for our clients. And that's going to be launching in January as well. So if you're looking to get on board with, you know, online bookkeeping, QuickBooks does the same stuff all the other apps do, etc. The same as Xero, FreshBooks, Wave Accounting, Simply Accounting. QuickBooks is the leader in the industry. I think they have a 2-to-1 market share with their next competitor. But what they've offered us is insane. But one of the beautiful things that QuickBooks can do, for example, is if you have a franchise system and you want all your franchisees to have the same chart of accounts, the same reporting systems where you can access it in real time as a franchisor, or if you have offices or a downline, an affiliate marketing team, QuickBooks is set up ideally for that. And subscriptions, we start at $250 a month for bookkeeping. With the subscription fee on top of that, it was $44, but they've dropped it to $4 for us for an unlimited number of accounts for an unspecified time period. So we're going to hit the gate running in January. We're working on those emails now to send out, but we're let the cat out of the bag here. So for $254 a month, you get a bookkeeper dedicated to your account. And this is great if you have offices, because you can set up an Elite Pro Advisor account through us, and you can have all those accounts underneath for your satellite offices, for your team members, etc., and offer those at a discounted rate as well. You know, it saves $40 a month on the subscription fee, and that is for 60 months. They're offering, if we're able to get in under the wire and get signed up for the $4 deal, you get locked in at that rate for 5 years. They have a 5-year plan. They're looking long term, you know, whereas a lot of software is looking, you know, what's tomorrow, what's the next thing that's coming out. QuickBooks planning team is really looking at this long term to keep clients on board. So that's a great deal that's coming out. But the beautiful thing about that hack is it's great for franchisors. And we're members of the Canadian Franchise Association. You can find Mr. Taxes on there. We're one of the few national accounting franchises. But it's great, for example, a national coffee chain. McDonald's was doing this about 20 years ago. I remember when I was in the accounting program, you know, after my injury, I took a few accounting courses, and they were talking about McDonald's setting up this revolutionary system, and they must have spent millions of dollars back then. Millions. I'm thinking it was probably $1 million. Tim Hortons, I know, spent $1 million on their new website. And then some kid in India hacked it and copied it in one weekend for, you know, probably 8 hours of work. And same with the ArriveCan app, that was copied. So technology can be copied, once you develop the ideas. But McDonald's came out with the concept that if you bought a Big Mac and supersized it with fries and a pop 20 years ago at the cash register, head office knew how many potatoes to plant, how much sugar to buy to make the next, case of pop or containers of pop, and how many cows to inseminate in real time at their head office. So that's how integrated QuickBooks has come now. For a franchisor, you can have all, like I said at the beginning here, all of your franchisees are on the same chart of accounts. They're all reporting the same GL codes, reporting the same cost of goods sold. I know I try and avoid accounting terminology because that used to give me a headache, and I don't wish that upon anybody, that accounting terminology. I know Jesse just gets this glaze over his face when I start talking accounting terms. But I don't think I've said any accounting terms, and I try and avoid it. But as we are talking about QuickBooks, so reach out to us. Our contact info is in the links, mrtaxes.ca, or Ask Mr. Taxes is the easy one. Set up a time with us to come and talk about the new QuickBooks online program. If you're looking for a bookkeeping system, QuickBooks is the leader in the industry. We are QuickBooks exclusive. We don't work with any other bookkeeping software programs now. We've eliminated the rest. We can help you with your GL accounts if you're using another system. It doesn't mean we won't work with you on the tax side. But that's it for software. And the affiliate hack is we are onboarding our new software. Similar to QuickBooks, we can offer a complete CRM for accounting firms, tax preparers, or bookkeepers. And this is going to integrate with QuickBooks. So we do have a white label CRM. We're in beta phase right now. That will be ready to launch for January. I can almost assure that it is pretty much ready to launch. We just have to hit the button and iron out a few bugs. We are testing it on our own data, our own clients, etc., and it integrates beautifully with QuickBooks. So you can have a complete CRM, all your social media marketing housed inside, text chatting both ways. What else, Jess? I know you've had a quick look at it. Pipeline, funnels, email marketing, newsletters, everything housed in one CRM. So if you're a tax preparer or accountant and you're tuning in here and you want to get on board and take a look at this, just let us know, and we'll give you a sneak preview. And maybe we'll have something for next week. We have 2 more webinars before the end of the year, one next Wednesday and a special one for New Year's, just so we have 52. So I don't know, somebody must have missed count because this week we're at number 50.
Yeah, next week is the last week, so I don't know.
So we get to double down. I don't know how I don't know, maybe we were both away that week.
Maybe.
Okay,
right.
what do we got next? These are tax tips. Good heavens, I got to reduce the size here on these things. So tax tip, Christmas to-do list, make Christmas cookies, watch Christmas movies, and it's not checked off, but get started on the 10-year tax review. You know what? I would not worry about that until, after Christmas. A couple days is not going to hurt you. We do have that challenge coming up for January 1st. You'll get it in the email. So if you're on this webinar live, we know we have your email because you subscribe to the webinar list. So you will get an email to get started on that 10-year tax review. If you're on here, we probably already done one for you, but there will be a challenge on how you can progress through those 7 days to come out the other end with a plan so that you can minimize your tax, 10x of minimization, 10-year 10x tax review, minimize that as much as you can in 2023 so that by 2024, we can almost eliminate your personal income tax. part of it is getting a side hustle, setting up a corporation, funding that with your corporate owned life insurance policy. That's something Jesse can help you with if you're east of BC. If you're in BC, there's myself and a few others here that work in BC, but Jesse will set you up with somebody if you're east of the mountains. But enjoy Christmas. That's how many days away? 4 days away. Good heavens. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, especially in BC. We got 15 inches here. We can brag about that. 15. Did you get 15 inches of snow, Jesse?
I don't even want to make you feel bad about how much we got if this was during class.
Last 3 years we didn't get any snow, so they're making up for it.
Yeah, I haven't measured it or anything, and I haven't researched it, but there's definitely more than I would like to see out there.
Yeah, it's just pack it in until after Christmas. You don't have to go out if you don't have to race around the roads, especially in the lower mainland here in BC, because there was just way too many accidents this week. People don't have snow tires. People aren't used to driving in the snow. Wait till Boxing Day. Get those gifts on Boxing Day. Hopefully that clears up on Boxing Day.
There you go.
There we go. The affiliates, DollarTaxClub.ca. You can see a big affiliate button on there if you're not registered yet. Easy domain, DollarTaxClub.ca. That's why we're going to keep this 7-day challenge at $1 because we don't want to call it the $7 Tax Club. Just too many domains. We just saved you $6. And that $1 is tax deductible. We'll show you how to deduct that $1 in the first video on day one. We've seen the event page, Q&A. Who do we have on? So Jesse put something in the chat there, chat.openai.com. So I guess it's open source, maybe part of the name, OpenAI. OpenAI might be giving that away. It might be open source AI, and that might be where they're going to generate the revenue. Right? People that build integrations with this AI, which again is long-term thinking rather than grabbing the initial subscription fees.
I see a question in the Q&A from Cynthia. Do you get the affiliate code when you sign up through the Dollar Tax Club? I can answer that.
I believe Cynthia did sign up, so we can make sure and get that out to you. I know we chatted last week or the week before, so I know Jesse can get that link and send it out to you, Cynthia.
Yeah, so when you become a member of the Dollar Tax Club, that does not necessarily by default make you an affiliate for the Dollar Tax Club. However, inside of the Dollar Tax Club, one of the first steps is to apply to become an affiliate for the Dollar Tax Club. So it is two separate steps. However, they are one after the other.
Yeah, once you log in, you go to DollarTaxClub.ca. In the top right, Cynthia, is a login button. And Jesse, maybe you can share the screen.
I don't have it up, but I can pull it up.
Yeah, so the top right corner has a login button. You would log in there and go through the steps, or you could go to mrtaxes.ca. The middle button on our website is the affiliate button. So sign up as an affiliate. Use the same email though if you go that route. But we could, yeah, it is a little bit confusing, Cynthia. We will get this cleared up in the new year with the one-stop shop software. But we'll make sure and find out if you are registered with the Dollar Tax Club. And then if you are, we'll just send you an email with the steps to walk through it. And if you need to give us a call, you know our number.
I should be able to tell you within 2 seconds if Cynthia's registered or not.
Jesse working feverishly before with the thumbs up from Cynthia. Yeah, Jesse's working on it. So just a reminder that there are two separate programs. One is the Dollar Tax Club, which is for potentially clients to get a 10-year tax review, etc., to come on board as a client. And then if you want to refer people to us, there's an extra step to sign up as an affiliate. And they don't have to necessarily be done in that order. There's really only two options: affiliate first or tax club member first. And I think, Cynthia, you joined up for the Dollar Tax Club first.
Yeah. The easiest way to become an affiliate is to just go to dollartaxclub.ca/affiliate, I believe, this link.
Yeah, /affiliate.
And then just follow the steps. It doesn't take very long. It's 2 minutes maybe.
So were you able to find out where she's registered, Jess?
I just looked in the affiliates list, and I did a search for Cynthia's name, and I didn't see anything pop up. So
No, so she'll be on the member list. So yeah, that one step. So we'll send out email, Cynthia, and/or reach out to us. We do have our team call coming up here at 10 o'clock. So we'll reach out shortly after. We'll be in the office tomorrow and Friday, right up till Christmas. Cutting it close.
yeah.
And there you have it. That is it, I think, for wrapping it up before Christmas. God, I love those slides that the team puts together.
They're pretty good.
It's a nice Christmas tree. So any last comments before Christmas, Jess? I'll go first. Is, remember the food bank, Greater Vancouver Food Bank Society. Most cities in Canada have a food bank, if not the National Food Bank Association. That's our charity of choice for the past couple of years. It hasn't changed yet. Nobody's given us a compelling appeal to switch. So we'll stick with the food bank, and they can, turn your dollar into $3. But for every dollar that comes into the Dollar Tax Club, we donate $3 to the food bank, and then they triple that into $9. So that's a 9x on your membership to the Dollar Tax Club. And I know Cynthia is a member, so thank you so much for that. And everyone else that's signed up this year. Hopefully you're getting value from it, from these webinars. And remember, get on our guest list for next year. And that's it for me for Christmas.
Yeah, I guess the last thing I'll add is just have everyone have a good Christmas holiday, Happy New Year, and make sure to take some time, spend it with your loved ones, and try not to think about your taxes too much during the next little season. But definitely January, we are going to be coming in strong with some new ideas, new softwares, new things coming up pipeline. So
coming in hard. We're coming in hard.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we're ringing the new year with a new bell
with tax savings.
Yeah. Everyone have a great Christmas season. See you